In the last video, we tested out my homemade jet engine. We now have two questions to answer. What can we do to get a better understanding of what's happening inside the engine, and how will different nozzle sizes affect the output of our engine? I spent some time after last video working on the Arduino, so we can now run 3 additional sensors: a tachometer for the compressor, a pressure sensor for the outlet of the compressor, and a temperature sensor for the nozzle of the combustion chamber. These 3 new sensors, in addition with our load cell, are going to let us see what, if any, difference the nozzle sizes are going to make. I was also able to speed up the sample rate of our load cell by changing the polling rate on the amplifier board. This means that the Arduino will be able to update our load cell reading significantly faster than previously, because I changed the setting on the board from 10 Hz to 80 Hz. I've got some bad news. I blew up our power supply just testing out our compressor, but the good news is our Arduino is doing exactly what it's supposed to. Now I say I blew up our power supply because when I plug it in, the light doesn't come on. There's no LED on inside the power supply, and our compressor is spinning. So it was actually the speed controller that blew up, and while I was waiting for the new one, I soldered all of our sensor components onto a prototype board. I also put together a wiring harness for our sensors to clean up the engine and to get rid of the ignition interference that we've been dealing with. It in fact did not work for getting rid of the interference, so I made my own glow plug instead. Are we good? Nope. On closer inspection, we see that we had the right idea. I think I just turned up the voltage too high. So I guess I'll rebuild this thing and hopefully make sure we don't melt through it again. I think I've gotten it figured out. I used some thicker wire and it seems to work. So we can go back outside and give it another shot. I base the size of our nozzles on the diameter of our compressor's outlet. The compressor has a 22mm diameter outlet, and our nozzle diameters are 16.5, 22, and 27.5 millimeters. And hopefully these tests will allow us to establish an ideal ratio. Depending on how these tests go, I might make a couple more nozzles just so we have a couple more data points, and then we should be able to plot a performance curve. God, I don't even want to... I don't want to even test that any further. That's... Oh my God. All right, better make some more cones. I spent the last day scraping through our footage frame by frame, putting together our data, and here's what I found. I compiled the data in two sections, gaseous propane and liquid propane. Because while we were testing, I turned the propane cylinder upside down so we would pump liquid propane straight into the engine to see what the maximum performance is that we could squeeze out of it. Our performance curves were very clear when I actually graphed the data, and both peaks happened right at that 150% ratio. Now, when I graphed maximum pressure and diameter ratio, we got a very interesting graph that also peaks at 150% ratio, despite the overall trend being downwards as you would expect. I'm curious to see how you guys interpret these results, but the way I see it, the data suggests that there is a sweet spot right at that 150% ratio mark, where the engine kind of balances restricting the exhaust flow enough to increase the combustion chamber's internal pressure in order for there to be a more complete combustion, while also allowing the exhaust gas to leave efficiently, essentially letting the engine run at its peak performance. So air comes in, combusts fully, and then leaves. Whereas with the other ratios, a smaller nozzle meant that air would come in, combust, and stay stuck because it could not be ejected. Or with a larger nozzle, air would come in, not combust fully because there wasn't enough pressure, and then be ejected, but with less power. That would explain both our consistent peak thrust measurements and the little blip that we see in the pressure diameter graph. Anyways, I'm gonna go make a better compressor for this thing. I'll see ya.